morning. So after hearing what precautions to take, what standards to maintain, and how not to professionally joust each other, with all these things, still there is a scope that there may be a lawsuit against us, and for that, what we need to have is what is professional medical indemnity insurance. What is professional indemnity insurance? It is an insurance plan to financially safeguard medical practitioners against legal costs and claims for compensation by patients in case of a legal row. Indemnity is a special contractual obligation of one party to compensate the loss incurred by the aggrieved party. In today's litigious world, claims can be significant and can be detrimental to the financial security of the doctor. The doctor's expertise in protecting the health of their patients and medical insurance expertise advises the doctors how to protect their professional interest. Why is medical indemnity required? Doctors are professionals who face the risk of a financial liability in the course of practicing their profession. The amount they can be sued for can be really exorbitant these days. Doctors therefore require special insurance so that they can protect themselves financially and legally when they are sued for negligence. Doctors therefore require a special insurance to take care of themselves. This concept of vicarious responsibility of a hospital, in the context of medical practice actions, hospitals can be held directly liable for their own negligence and can also be held vicariously liable for the negligent actions of an employee. Vicarious liability means a party is held responsible not for their own negligence but for the negligence of another. What this means is, according to the legal rule of vicarious liability, any employer, including hospitals, is liable for its employees' negligence. So the hospital is legally liable for any malpractice committed by a physician, nurse, or other healthcare providers who are employed by the hospital. What is the scope of professional indemnity? The scope of professional indemnity insurance is to provide cover for the extent of financial damage for loss caused to the victim against unintentional errors and omissions by the doctor, insured qualified or non-qualified employees and staff. It also covers the cost of defending oneself in the court of law, that is the cost of decree. The plan covers for a year period, however, the policy does not cover criminal actions. What is compensation paid under the professional indemnity policy? The policy will pay the sum assured that has been set as a limit. The expense over and above the sum assured has to be borne by the doctor. The sum insured is referred to as the limit of indemnity. This limit is fixed per accident and per policy period. This I shall be coming to you in a future slide. Indemnity insurance policies should be taken for doctors and hospitals with the staff separately and should be renewed every year to meet the claims of Consumer Protection Act. Indemnity policy, what are the options for us all? You can either take your indemnity policy through like Indian Medical Legal Consulting Services or such professional protection groups. There is a policy organized by the Professional Protection Scheme of the IMA, to which AIOS is also affiliated. And the professional indemnity policies by national general insurance companies can be taken individually by the doctors. Medical legal consulting services or professional protection groups, the company or the professional protection groups, example the AIOS IMA collaboration, will take care of all medical legal problems and administrative problems, whereas routine insurance companies will only indemnify the consumer claims. And this is the email address of this medical legal consulting services. And what they do, they support in the consumer litigation, they render services by giving insurance of a nationalized company like National Insurance Company, Oriental, or a United India Assurance Company. Guidance is given in maintaining the medical legal records. They also give valuable advice, inspect documents, prepare documents, and give advisory support and advocate support in all stages of consumer cases, in all consumer forums and appeals till Supreme Court. In criminal litigations and in Medical Council of India actions, advice and documentation is done to help you. The IMA National Professional Protection Scheme, the aim is to protect the members and to help them in case of harassment, litigation, etc., which may arise during the process of their professional practice, to provide legal aid to the members of the scheme. The eligibility for this is you need to be a member of the IMA and AIOS has a tie-up with IMA for this scheme. If you are a member of AIOS and a member of IMA, you can enroll for this scheme. It involves in units, non-refundable membership fee of rupees 3,000. You can take as many multiple units of 3,000 as you like. And any member can take multiple units by paying membership of 3,000 per unit and above. The claim amount shall be proportionate to the number of units. The first year membership is 3,000. That gradually reduces to 2,500 over a period of 5 years, provided there is a no claim. Once a claim occurs and it is settled, the membership fee for the next year shall be back to 3,000 per unit. That as of a new member. And the scheme is liable to pay to a member maximum of rupees 5 lakhs as damages for a single case, and not more than 10 lakh rupees per annum per unit. So what it means is any one limit is 5 lakhs per case. So as per your requirement, you can take that number of units to be insured. The important points about this scheme is the concerned member shall have to obey the instruction given by the management of the scheme regarding the case. The scheme should not be made party in that case because the scheme is not an insurance company. Scheme only guides you, but it can't be made a party. And this is an important clause. Should a member be advised by the scheme to file a counter petition or suit against the party concerned for monetary damages and defamation, the member is bound to obey. In such cases, if the compensation is ordered, 50% of the amount to be remitted to the scheme after deducting all expenses. So the third option for us is to take the insurance directly through national insurance companies that caters only to consumer claims, and the insured policy holding and the qualified attendants or the employees named in the proposal, a comprehensive policy can be taken, and the policies can be available for individuals, hospitals, as also diagnostic centers. The note and caution about these policies, these company insurance schemes, is short-term policies are not permitted. All claims have to be legally established. However, the company can opt for an out-of-court settlement which should be accepted by the claimant. If you are fighting a case, even if you think you are right, the insurance company insists that we will settle out of court and they are willing to pay compensation to the patient, you have to accept. The jurisdiction is all Indian courts. There are group discounts if you are taking a policy in a group of over 200 members, and the calculation of the premium depends on this. This is one thing chiefly as clinicians we need to understand. There are two things: any one accident, that is AOA, and any 1 year, AOY. These are the two abbreviations we need to accept. There is something between the lines that the insurance agent may tell you, I am offering you 1 crore policy insurance, but if that 1 crore policy insurance has a undercurrent written 25% AOA, that means per case you are entitled to only 25 lakhs. For that, the premium is less. Suppose if you opt for AOA limit 25% or 33% or 50% or 100%. If you take a policy for 50 lakh rupees with 100% AOA, the premium will be high. It is not that the one person may say, I have taken a 50 lakh policy for 6,000 rupees. One may say, I have taken 50 lakh policy for 20,000 rupees. There lies the difference. 50 lakh policy for AOA 25% may come at 6,000 rupees, but a 50 lakh policy for 100% AOA will never come for 6,000. The premium will be certainly more higher. So this is one thing we need to understand. And the most important clause to be understood is, the act has to be committed during the period of insurance commencing from the retroactive date and continued thereafter without a break. This is the important thing that we do note. For every insurance policy or endowment policies that we take, there is a grace period of 1 month to pay your premium. Whereas for medical indemnity insurance, the policy has to be renewed before the date. Mark your date. If there is a gap, you won't be entitled. Suppose the incident has occurred 2 years back. At the time of incident occurring, you are covered under the policy. But somehow, for some reason, last year, while renewing the policy, you have a gap of 1 or 2 weeks. You have not renewed the insurance before the due date. What happens? There is a lapse of the policy. The retroactive date shifts. The important clause in the professional medical insurance says that you should have a continuous coverage from the time of the incident to the present date without any gap. and if you are having a gap even for 1 or 2 weeks, you are not entitled to claim. So if you are taking an independent insurance from any insurance company, you have to renew your insurance prior to the due date. This is the most important take-home message. And for if you understand this, and if you understand the any one accident limit of 25%, 33, 55, or 100%, that is one important thing. And in any 1 year, these are the subtle in between the lines that you need to understand, and that will help you in protecting yourself properly. Thank you.